case, they send me a little tool to like undo the case and undo the phone. And you know what? I will take apart my, y'all have heard me do it. I take apart my laptop, replace parts, put it back together.
Yeah.
We'll do it with a
See?
standard computer. I will not touch my phone. Somebody professional who knows what they're doing, they can touch my phone. I
Yeah.
will not do it. I'm afraid the whole thing's gonna blow up.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn my phone off because it's making noise.
I know my husband and I are actually looking at getting new phones, so probably in the next couple of weeks here, because everything is like, and I have a zillion pictures on my phone, and it's
Oh,
like the second you start to use it or store a bunch of stuff, it's like it slows down. Even though I update it and do all that stuff, I'm like,
Does your
uh,
stuff back up to the cloud? Because almost all our phones with every service come to the cloud. So just go through your phone and delete the pictures on your phone. You don't need them on your phone. They're
yeah,
in a cloud
you're
somewhere.
in the
right,
cloud
right.
Or
forever.
if you're
Yeah.
extra paranoid like me, have an extra external hard drive that you hook up to your phone or your computer once a year, and you just unload the whole damn collection onto a backup
Right.
drive.
I'm thinking of getting one of those flash drives you can plug into your phone that'll upload all your pictures. Because I mean,
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I do
yeah.
have to go get them printed out, and so I can have them. I mean, I have a lot of pictures all around. So
Well, I'm afraid to do anything because I'm afraid I'll lose them. I would be heartbroken if I lost all my pictures. So you said they're in the cloud.
They're in the
Um,
cloud.
Yeah,
mhm,
you
yeah,
got
excellent.
Microsoft has one. Samsung, which I have my phone through, they have their own cloud
well,
service.
I
Google
not
has a
I.
cloud service.
Apple, yeah,
So
the two.
how do you get into the cloud? I know that's I have no idea. I know it sounds a stupid question, but
Okay, I'm going to show you or tell you. You know what? I need to do it. Katie's helpful hints. I
You
need another
do. Yeah.
channel.
You do.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
no, I cheat because I'm lazy and this technology is super fun and interesting, but I don't need to know the 30 different ways that you can get into it. I just need one that works for me. So
It
I
works.
will
Yeah.
still physically hook my phone up to my computer. Um, my phone will back up anything to the cloud that I choose the picture, put it in the cloud, it'll do that. It's
Hmm.
actually one of your options when you go to share. You
Hmm.
know how
that's
you can
good.
share it by sending it through a message, send it an email, and your cloud service should be one of those options.
Right.
So I
What
will, if I have a bunch of videos that I took while I was at the gathering and I don't have time to hook it up to my phone, but I want to make sure I've backed it up, I just send them to back up on my cloud. That way I can get them later. And then my computer is also hooked up to the same cloud. So I just have to remember which freaking folder I put it in. And then I can open it. And then I transfer them from the cloud to my backup hard drive for my channel or for whatever it is I'm storing it on
does
and
the cloud
transfer them over
ever get
there too.
full? Does the cloud ever get full?
Oh yeah, you pay for how many, like most services you'll get like a gig automatically with your service or something, but you'll have to pay for more. I
Everybody
needed to
wants.
pay for more. 1 gig was not even close to enough for me.
I had a terrifying moment when I realized that the pictures I thought I had deleted had not been deleted. They were up in the cloud. And it's like, what the, you know what? So I had
Yeah,
to figure out, can I get these out of there? Can I, Katie? Because I tried to delete them, but I mean,
you
they're
can
old,
delete them from your
old,
cloud. Yeah,
old fun photos, but
you
That's
can
like what
both.
you do when you're just sitting around doing nothing.
Well,
Well,
that's what I do with my
yeah,
emails when I'm sitting around doing nothing, trying to
yes,
get rid of all
yes.
my mail.
Hmm.
That's
well,
a
Cynthia,
problem.
you
But
write down all your questions, and when I'm
I
up
know. You're
there,
going to be here soon. You're going to be here
I'll,
soon.
I'll,
I
I'll
know.
try to do as much as I can. It's $60 an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just
I
messing.
think you get more than that.
Well, you're also going to
That's the
have to send me,
family friends
yeah,
discount.
Hmm.
discount. Thank you, dear. So
so
what art experience are we going to, and what restaurant are you thinking?
Oh, there's a university right there in Lansing, and I'm going to
Yeah,
go
Michigan
to.
State. Yeah, I used
Yeah,
to work there.
oh, fantastic. Well, they've got an
Yeah.
art exhibit, and they have what looks like a natural history
Oh, yeah,
exhibit
they
as
are.
well. And both of them are free. And I was like, cool. I don't need a fancy museum, but I'd like to have a reason to go out, experience a little culture. No
Right.
one say, "Mommy, I have to go potty." "Honey, I am bored."
Yeah.
If I'm bored, I'll leave.
I can tell Katie is very simple.
Yep,
Yeah.
I am a simple person. I really
Yep.
am.
Very simple.
Michigan State's a great campus. I worked in the ice hockey arena as a short order cook in the cafeteria there when I was out of high school.
If they
And
had a game, I'd go. I like hockey. We have Fort Wayne Comets. We have the hockey team here.
blood on the ice. Blood on the ice is the
You got it,
Yeah.
bro.
Especially
I used to play
Hey,
street
football.
hockey with the boys.
oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I loved your little recital of your hockey playing days. I liked field hockey for a while when I was
oh
a kid.
God.
I loved
Yeah.
Now, see,
My-
I
my
never
daughter-
deal. Oh, go ahead,
Yeah,
Tom.
my
I'm sorry.
daughter played field hockey. My daughter plays field hockey.
I
But it was
lo-
such a boring game to watch. Oh, was it boring?
It is, but the thing is,
No offense. No
when you're out
offense.
in the field running and you feel the wind in your ears, that's the thing I used to love, is running fast and feeling the wind in my ears.
Yep.
I don't know why, but I just loved it.
There's
Yeah.
something about going fast. Yeah.
Yep.
This is season 2, episode 12. The
Okay.
Hail Mary Pass.
Jeez.
I mean, if you insist, sure, we can talk about that. Real quick, gonna say hi to Jackie and
Yeah,
Sunny
Jackie.
and Nancy, who are here
Yay.
going howdy. Does
Howdy.
anybody have any questions? Oh, well, Jackie says she does the same thing for her pictures. She has a flash drive that she hooks up to her phone and downloads her pics every week. You're better than I am. I'm like once a year.
Yeah. No,
Well-
okay, every week.
Well,
No.
Jackie's basically a professional photographer. That part of what she does
She
is
must
She's
have
just
a lot of
fantastic
pictures.
all around. Let's admit it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
she's way more organized than I will ever be.
she's a
And-
star.
And a flash drive is a little thing that you plug in.
Yeah,
Where do you,
Oddly
Where do
enough, yes.
like a
little thing that-
thumb drive. You might have heard it called a zip drive, a thumb drive, USB drive.
Mm-hmm.
and you purchase that. You buy that.
They're
I mean, you
cheap.
can get that anywhere from like CVS, Dollar General, Walmart, Meijer. Just
Yeah.
go to their tech
Really?
department.
They all
Just
have-
say,
Oh, I see.
yeah, just tell them you want a flash drive.
Mm-hmm.
Walk to
Okay.
the grocery store,
And,
your grocery store.
and they hold a certain amount, right? Each one
Yes.
you buy will hold
They-
a certain amount of
They usually hold.
data.
They usually hold a lot.
Yeah,
Mhm.
these
Oh.
days, I mean, you can buy a terabyte flash drive.
Oh God,
It's-
yeah. That,
I
Oh, okay.
remember
So
we got really excited when we had a 6 gig hard drive in my computer back in the
Right.
yeah, olden days. Okay.
tell me
Moving
about
right along. This
Director.
is a really good episode. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
I love this episode.
good.
So much
6.5
happens.
pages of notes. 6.5 pages.
There's a
of
lot going on. There's a lot going on in this episode.
Directed by Philip John was the director on this episode,
Yes.
and I've noticed that a lot of the episodes Philip John directed are especially good. This one was, of course, and as Melissa said last week, as she reminded me, they do say at the opening of this episode that they have been 5 months of retreat.
Right.
She reminded me, we were talking about the pregnancy thing, of course. I was saying, oh, yes, she was already pregnant. And Melissa reminded me, no, it she's actually says 5 months retreat, yes.
She
And-
is now.
She-
5
Now-
months later, she is
like what?
now.
Maybe
Now
Yeah.
she's preggers.
right. So now she's only like what, 2 months pregnant, maybe, if that.
Yeah,
That's
I
all.
say she
cares?
knows her. She knows her cycle well enough that Jamie even knows her cycle. And that
Because
first
she's
time
so
you miss your cycle, you kind of sometimes might ignore unless you're paranoid like me, in which case you know you're pregnant 2 weeks in.
Yeah.
But most people don't know until they're at least 6 weeks to a month and a half or so.
Oh my God, I think I knew right away.
I knew
Oh,
right
I
away.
did too.
I did too.
But I've known plenty of people who don't, who literally didn't. They had a little spotting. They assumed it was their cycle. And with as busy as they are, I can easily see that circumstance coming up.
Yeah.
Well, I swear I remember when I actually was made pregnant, the minute that sperm hit that. Oh,
Was there a gong sound in the background?
no, it was like a little warm feeling. No.
Mine was like inflation. Seriously.
So we're talking. We see Rupert. The guys that are coming into camp are
Yes.
coming outside of Inverness, and they're freaking exhausted, and they're depleted, and they're just
starving.
hopeless and starving. One bannock a day. That's like one piece of cinnamon toast a day, if it's even
Yeah.
that good.
Yeah.
Can't
Piece of bread.
Right.
a piece of bread a day. Yeah, it's basically what it is. And
And
of
I
course,
love when little Fergus goes,
yes,
"Oh,
it's St. Fergus.
yeah,
said-
he goes, yeah, you can,
He's so tired.
yeah, he
Yeah.
goes, we
He's
can all
hanging
sleep
out.
now. And he's still on sleeping.
Yeah, he's
He's falling off the
Yeah.
horse.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. He hardly takes any. Yeah, when he does fall asleep, it's just like conk. But Rupert and what's his name? Not Russell.
Ross.
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 Thank you. It's R. Yeah, Rupert and Ross talking about their memories of their fallen friends. And I love the little bringing them back in, of course, and then Rupert and Ross, of course, we know show up later in this series. So unfortunately, but and yeah, Fergus is so cute, and he's telling Murtai that oh yeah, you look tired or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's like falling off the horse. He has to keep them like
Oh, God, they come in at the camp, and he's just like, yo, you look.
I
He's a
thought that was
sweet
so
kid
that
still,
was so
sorry.
cute. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so they talk about the 16th of April. Oh yeah,
Yeah, they
Martha
do
talk-
mention that because they're like, okay, it's coming up on us. There's really nothing left to do except there's
Mhm.
like one,
3
and I
days.
love the name of the episode, the Hail Mary. They
Right.
have
Yeah.
one Hail
Which is what
Mary
it is.
that
Yeah.
they're going to try before the end of the episode. But
Mhm.
as Marta says,
all
we
know.
three know what's coming up next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
Mhm.
And Claire is
Definitely.
hopeless. She looks hopeless in this scene when she first comes in. She just is so exhausted, and she just knows Culloden is what, a few miles from here, a couple of whatever, and she looks hopeless. And then Jamie says, "Dinna wave the white flag yet, lass," or whatever he says, something like
Right.
that.
Yeah,
No.
she looks so sad and worried.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Very, very much so. It's kind of heartbreaking, to see her like that.
I say,
Oh,
And then
Alice in
she
this
said the
episode-
whole army looks destitute.
They just do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
they great. The director did a great job of just showing the exhaustion of the troops there and the depletion of them, because of course they've lost more men on the way.
Mhm.
People don't run towards battle; they run away from it. That's just the rule of nature. But so they get to Inverness, and she's got to go, and just got there, and she's got to go get supplies or check her supplies. And
Right.
it's just like, geez, woman, don't you have a minute's rest? No.
No. She's literally responsible for the health of every man there.
Yes, everyone there. Yes.
And she
And-
kind of back, she got animated. She says, "I'm going to go into town and buy." Yeah, and she looked better. She looked a
Yeah.
little bit encouraged.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they went to Inverness, and where had they come from? They went back to Scotland, right? They were in England, the north
Yeah,
part of
They
England.
were in England. They backed themselves up to Scotland again. Yeah,
5
because they
miles
were
away
just
from
miles from
5
London.
miles, 5 miles away from London, right?
Yep.
Something like that. Yeah.
And isn't Inverness in northern Scotland?
Yeah.
So they
Yes.
traveled far. They traveled far.
Inverness is on
Okay.
Loch Lomond. Inverness is on Loch Lomond. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I
okay.
think that's part of the reason why we got 5 months in.
Yes.
Because
Mhm.
of it's
Fur piece. It's a fur piece.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
a fur. For those who know, it is on the West Scotland, whatever the trail thing that Sam did.
West
was.
Scott Highland.
Yeah, the
yeah.
Highlands Trail. Yeah. Yeah.
West
So
Scott-
everyone's exhausted. Okay, with Inverness and Mary and Alex.
Yeah. So Claire, when she goes to the apothecary, she runs into Mary, and Mary's like, "What are you doing here?"
I know. Yeah.
Well, they both said that. What are you doing here?
Right. Right.
But a
Mary-
very different attitude from Mary right off the bat. We've gone from this little. She still sounds like a little girl who will turn 10 someday soon this week,
Mhm.
but she has some attitude behind
little
it.
more.
And instead
little
of
more.
"Oh, Claire, my dear friend, thank you so much," it's more
No.
she knows something
Yeah.
was up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, and she's really still upset with her about what happened with Alex, and
Yeah.
telling, turning Alex away from her because
Yeah. Yeah.
obviously they loved each other, and she was trying to separate them. So, because she thought she was supposed to marry Blackjack Randall,
Right.
and
Yes.
then she comes to find out that she's going to be, marrying Alex, and she's just like, "Oh, really?"
Yeah, that
We
was
We have that coming up, that lovely moment of realization when she
sorry about
recognized.
that.
Well,
Mhm.
Yeah. And,
Yeah. That's coming up in a little bit,
There we go.
Yeah. So she's
and she was very contrite and very sorry.
Yeah, and she
Oh,
said,
yeah.
Really meant
perhaps
Yeah.
I can stop by.
Yeah.
to apologize. Yes.
Yeah.
To
And-
apologize to Alex. Yes.
Yeah.
Because
And-
I think Claire sees that she's buying all these drugs, and she's like, "That can't be good."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she said, yeah, well, she asked Mary, and Mary goes, "Oh, he's doing okay," or something. She said she didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't let on how bad he was. How sick he was.
She did not want to face up to that, Diane.
And
No.
she's very
Yep,
much taking
yep.
responsibility too. I'm taking care of him. There's a woman with a sickly child. She's giving me advice.
Mm-hmm.
And so Mary doesn't really put upon her to come by. Just
No.
sure,
Right.
if you feel you'd like to, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
but it was a good thing that she did.
well,
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was a good thing
because what Claire knows, yes. So
Mhm.
anyway, so we get back to the War Council, and
Yeah.
of course O'Sullivan, that asshole, O'Sullivan.
Why is
I,
it like
I was hoping, and I wish Melissa were here because I was going to ask her about something, but anyway, I'll just email her instead.
She's not over here on the side, but
I know.
go ahead.
Well, no, but well, we can ask her later then when I get to that question. But they mentioned, of course, the fact that Idiot O'Sullivan wants to go. He says Culloden is the perfect place to go, and of
Right.
course, Jamie speaks up, and then of course Lord, our General Murray,
Jamie
but
said, yeah, that's a good place, he says, for the British.
British,
Yeah, for the British, it's
He
great.
said, that's a really good
Very
place
flat.
for the British.
They have the artillery, and they have the cannons. Yeah, that'll be great for them.
Nice
And
flat
then
space.
there's just one little dropped mention of the French gold, which is like a price little
Yeah.
mention.
It's like
just-
in passing during the conversation. We're expecting this money that it hasn't come here yet, and
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then of course, as we know, I'm not going to go in there.
yeah, more on that later.
More on that.
As we
Mhm.
review each
So,
season.
Prince-
Well, we're going to get there.
Yeah, the prince is weary of retreat. He's weary of retreat. That idiot.
But I will say, at least it seems like they were trying to listen to the options given, and there
Mhm.
wasn't anybody saying definitely not. We're not going to do this. They do
No.
sort of come to an agreement of possibilities.
Right.
And I'm back to going, oh my gosh, will the prince just shut the hell up? Because
Wouldn't he?
he's just annoying again.
yeah.
Such an idiot. He's
Mark
such an
me,
idiot. I
Mark
hate
me,
to-
I'm not going to shut up.
Yeah. And Jamie gets down on his hands and knees. He
Yes,
gets down on his
basically.
knees and almost begs,
Yeah.
to
Well, of course,
stop
because
it.
he knows what's going to happen.
Right.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
So
three.
he said, he vowed to Claire he would try to stop it. He
Yeah.
said, I will continue to stop it. Don't get upset yet. Maybe we can do it. So he
Well-
gets on his knees to the prince, and the prince, God, in his usual idiotic self, just, just says no.
Of course, of
He
course.
does everything the wrong thing and says the wrong thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
can I say the best, coolest part on here is the entrance of our Laird, the Mackenzie Laird, coming
Oh,
to the lines, and the different conversations that come up because of
Wait,
his appearance.
Can we back up a little bit momentarily? We totally skipped over the fact that Jack Randall enters the scene again, or did
Oh
I miss-
yeah, but who wants to talk about him?
Oh, because
Oh,
because he's
we
a
have to talk
very
about it.
integral. He's a very integral part of this whole episode. for
Okay,
so-
fine, Cynthia, if you insist.
Yeah.
Well,
So yeah, when Claire comes to see Alex and
Yes, and so in walks, and Claire's there, her Mother of Mercy rule, and
Right.
then of course, our favorite, haha,
her Christian duty.
yeah,
There is where Katrina's acting comes in, because the look on
Yes,
her face
yes,
when she saw him
yes.
was amazing.
I know.
Absolutely.
That's why I didn't want to skip over, because that was a great little scene, and,
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
and you can
And
see
she was ready to split. She was
Yes.
ready to,
well,
run.
she did, but she did. She's and then he says, "Do not let your animus for me, hurt my brother." Basically, is what he said. Melissa
Well,
would know it perfectly, but
he's accusing her of not treating her brother because she doesn't like him, and that's not the kind of
Exactly.
person Claire is.
well,
No.
Claire,
actually, that's what she was doing. She was leaving because of Blackjack. She was going to stay because of Alex and Mary. But
Mhm.
if Blackjack showed up, she was out that door. She did what she thought she could, but she was not staying. She was going to make a poultice. Remember, she put the
Yeah.
kettle on. She put the
Mhm.
kettle on, Polly, and she didn't make the poultice. And then Blackjack comes in, and she's out the door.
so you don't think she was waiting until he left and then gonna help? Because I always thought that she was just waiting for him to go,
No, she
and
was
then
out
she
the
would
door.
help.
She
Well,
was leaving.
Nah, I
Yeah,
think
she
would help.
left.
Okay.
And he ran
He
to
came
her.
after her and says, "Do not let your animus for me, hurt my brother."
And,
Basically,
and he actually said, cure my brother. He wanted her to cure my brother, he said.
there's
And,
no
and she said, I
Yeah, she-
can't.
no.
Yeah, she
there's
is
no-
honest with him about it, that she cannot cure him. She can ease his pain.
Right.
He's
Well,
a dead.
I think he thought that she said, I can't cure him because of him, that she didn't want to help him
Mhm.
because of Black.
See, that's
but
what
that
I
wasn't.
thought too.
She finally convinced him and said, I can't. He's sick. He's dying.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't say that, but that's
And
what she meant.
She had
No,
to say
but
that
yeah.
basically to Mary too, telling Mary to prepare herself,
Yeah.
to try to get back to her family, whatever, because the man is not going to live. And it's just, maybe it was just the etiquette of the past days where you can't say he going to die.
Yeah, he
Mhm.
did.
And then that's when she looked down and she said, "You're pregnant." She
Yeah.
knew when she
Yeah.
said some. Yeah, I don't know what, I forget what Mary said, but it indicated to her that she was
And
pregnant.
Yeah.
she says he can't die, and she puts her hands on her belly, of
Yeah.
course.
Oh, is that what? Okay,
Protective
okay.
move that every
All
woman
right.
makes towards her uterus when she's protecting her uterus.
Yeah.
But it's her baby. Yeah. So Alex can't be cured, of course, but you can ease his pain. We've talked about that. Then I want something in exchange.
Yeah,
That's
there
right.
you
That's
go.
right. I completely forgot about that.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You know,
Right.
that's pivotal because this is the Claire, part of the Claire that's been coming out fighting tooth and nail for everything she cares about.
Yeah.
And she has changed, and she admits it. I am not the same woman I was.
Nope.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Because
No, and he calls her on it too,
Yes,
and makes it sound like it's some terrible thing that's
but
happened.
it's
But
not.
no,
It's
it's
no.
necessary.
Yeah, you're
Well,
part of
she's
that.
working on his level.
Yes.
She's
Yes.
working on his level now, the way he is, and
Well,
that's what she told him. That's what
and
she was telling him.
to see the appreciation or hear the appreciation in his voice. I will tell you one thing. Mingus, what's his name? What's his first
Tobias
name?
Menzies.
Right.
Menzies.
Yeah, it's Mingus in old ways, but it's Menzies. Yeah,
Right.
Tobias. This is an exceptionally wonderful for several of the male actors in this series. There are some exceptional performances tonight. I mean, yeah, Claire's her performances are great too, but the males especially.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I just call them Dougal, Alex, even Alex,
Mhm.
who's momentarily in our lives.
Absolutely, I totally agree.
Captain
Yeah,
Jack,
Cynthia,
Captain
I
Jack,
totally agree.
so many, it's a range of emotions, because a little bit of his tenderness comes out, and
Yeah,
and
like he
what-
has a heart, like the Grinch.
Well, the Grinch always made sure his dog was alive, and I don't know
Yeah.
if that's a good
Well,
comparison, but
Jack loves his brother Alex, and there's a great line or two later, but it's just, but she wants something in exchange, and it's like you go Claire, you go Claire.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he's
really.
So we find out Cumberland's birthday party.
It's
Yeah.
gonna
I
be a
don't even
blast.
know. I don't even know at this point. It's like, she believes him, and then she tries to tell Jamie, and he's like, "You expect me
He's
to
so
do
furious.
that?"
He's furious. Will this man
Yeah.
never live their lives or whatever he's?
Yeah,
yeah,
I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him.
I
Yeah.
mean, but Claire's right. He's desperate. He's desperate for his brother, and I had a
Mhm.
theory on his brother during this episode, or at least something I came to is because he knows that he's a dark, dark man.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
Right,
fine
right.
with it. He does not. He has no apologies for it, but he does enjoy that little bit of light that he has. That is his
Yes.
brother.
Yes.
you're,
Yes.
well, that comes out in the whole show.
And
Yeah.
that's all
In
about
different
that's
conversations. Yeah,
But when
It's
he
all
gets
Claire.
It's all
so
about-
upset at his passing, I think he's mad because his brother dared to take that one bit of light away,
Mhm.
and that's why I think he was mad.
Yeah. Well, that's a powerful scene.
And I get the impression too that he doesn't have anybody, like that was it.
No,
Alex was
No one who loves him for himself.
Mm-mm.
no.
No.
Well,
So-
that's his own doing because of
Yeah.
what a horrible, unsociable person he is.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
but
Like-
he, I get the feeling that he's almost afraid of himself sometimes. He's
Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's going to do, and
He knows-
there's fewer
he knows-
examples of it.
He
Yeah,
knows
and later on, but his fury and his anger he can't control when he
No.
punches his poor dead brother.
dead brother. I know.
How rotten can you get?
So happy surprise. Column arrives.
Love
Yes.
that. Just love it. Just love, and I love that he's like, nice to see some familiar face, and he's talking to Marta and Rupert,
Yeah.
and
Right.
And he said
they
to
get him
Rupert,
settled
when
in.
I was sorry about Angus, and he said, I thought the two of you would go together. And
Yeah.
Rupert said, so did I.
Yeah.
Yes, I
That's-
thought that was That was
is
very touching.
that's
Definitely.
we know how much we love those two. You know, they
Yeah,
were
they
such
were
a
two peas in a pod. Yes.
such a foundational element of our love in Outlander to begin with.
Yeah.
But the thing, once again, kudos to the makeup department. The job they did on Gary Lewis to
How
make
did
him,
they do that? I
it
know.
and it's the costuming even led to it. The costume they had him in with the fur collar, and it's almost like, what do they call that wrap in Afghanistan? That thing the men put around their necks.
Oh, I
Anyway,
have no.
yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I
no, but
mean.
it
It,
gives him almost a powerful look. Still,
yeah,
he still
yeah,
looks like
but he is
he's the
tired.
Laird.
He's
Yes,
puffy,
exactly.
and he looks like he's dying. And Gary Lewis has some exceptional scenes in this episode.
Yes, he's
Just
an amazing,
amazing,
amazing.
amazing work, and especially
Yes.
between him and our dear Duncan Lacroix. You know, oh, not Duncan.
No, you Graham
Mirtha?
McTavish, but yeah, no,
Oh
I
yeah.
know what you mean.
Graham
He,
McTavish. Sorry, but
he has
Duncan,
some
Duncan
he
has
has
some
some
good.
Well,
exception.
how about his conversations with Claire?
I was gonna
His
say he has some
conversations.
exceptional conversations with Claire, with
Yeah,
Jamie, with Dougal.
Yes,
It's like
every,
in turn he talks to these
yeah,
characters and makes sure they need to know the thing that they need to know before he goes.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
except for Claire, mostly. Please help me go.
yeah.
yeah.
And I love
But
her concern for him. Aren't you worried suicide is a sin? And
mm-hmm.
that conversation,
What's one more sin to a sinner?
exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's a great line, isn't
No,
it?
and
I love.
No.
there's some great lines. Actually, there's some great lines spattered through this whole episode.
Well, and he's just ready to confess everything, because
Yeah.
how he was and how he treated people, and
yeah,
well, with the exception of Dougal.
that's the thing about this. The great thing about dying is that you just basically can face up to all the stupid ass stuff you did in your life,
Oh
and
yeah.
then you get to it because
Yeah.
you're dying and nobody's going to get you anyway. Whatever.
And I like what he said about their marriage. She said,
Yes.
"You're gonna like," and he said, "That's the good thing about dying." He said, "I
That's
can
what
admit."
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that was great.
And then
when
I
he said,
like that he did
Yeah.
tell Claire about Galus, about Buck,
Yes.
so she didn't think it was a complete loss, but she still obviously didn't know about Galus.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
he,
She still
didn't.
didn't.
he wasn't
Yeah.
burned at the stake.
And the
Yeah.
thing, and she
Right.
said she said does
Why
what
why did he lie
does
about
Dougal
that?
know? Does Dougal know? Did we get an answer to that question? No.
Well, but I mean, I think it was during that conversation you infer as to why Dougal doesn't know.
Mhm.
Right.
Dougal doesn't know because it would do him no good.
No,
Right.
and his
Yeah.
mother really doesn't want him to be happy either.
But
Right.
why did Colin say that?
Want him to
Why
be,
did Colin say she was burned when she wasn't? Why did he lie about that?
Because they thought she was burned. Remember, they did burn somebody, just not
Colin
that
did
day.
too.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
Colin
everybody
really
thought.
believed that.
Really?
Oh,
all in the
I
dark.
get that.
Yeah.
Okay.
At
Okay.
least
I
from
get
what I understood later in the conversations when Gillis and she have a conversation about, they had and I think they named the woman, but there was a woman who had died, and
Yes.
she
Oh,
paid a
I-
guard or somebody had to deal with a guard to
During
switch
the
the
fire.
bodies. Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
somebody was burned in the at the stake. Everybody
But it
thought it
wasn't
was
Gale.
Gillis,
Mhm.
but this was months after that trial.
Yeah, and the child had been born.
Yes,
She had
exactly.
her baby. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Little Buck.
Little Buck, our good pal.
Yeah.
I like Buck.
But then I like how he slams, or I like how he jabs Dougal when he comes in for the conversation and tells
Yes.
him that he
Yes.
would like to turn everything over.
Jamie.
Yeah,
Jamie.
to Jamie, and
Oh,
Dougal's
yeah.
That is like twisting the knife in.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
you knew it was coming. Nobody's going to trust their
course.
kid with Dougal. If they were going
Right.
to trust the clan with Dougal, they would have done it years and years ago.
Mhm.
Well, he told him, he insulted him. He said, if you were so popular, you'd have a lot more
Yes,
attention
exactly.
here.
Right.
It's wonderful.
You know?
Wonderful
And
line.
and Dougal had no answer for that. Then he
No.
said something Ross, and he ran out of the room. He had no excuse
Right.
for that.
Because the only
Answer.
people from the Mackenzie clan that came were Dougal, Rupert,
Yeah.
and Angus.
Mhm.
And that's it. That's the entire army that he could rally.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that was
right.
what was it, like 5 people with him included?
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
like- yeah.
Yeah, it was obvious that he was definitely, as Colin put it, not as popular as he thinks he is.
No, I like
But I don't
that.
even think
I love
Jamie was even ready to take on that responsibility either. He's like, look, he's like, Dougal's right, he's like, you know, I
No,
mean,
I
that's
don't think Jamie
later on.
wants the job. I don't
No,
think Jamie wants
Not
the job
really.
at all. I don't
No.
think he ever
'cause
wanted the job.
he doesn't, well, then he doesn't know if he's
But
going
he
to,
would, but he would take it. He would take it, and he was honored, of course.
yeah.
All that, yes. So,
Well,
He's
the bottom
already a
line
layered,
is,
though. I mean, it
isn't
doesn't need to be a
Hamish
layered and a half.
Hamish is Dougal's son,
yes,
right? That's what he
Yes.
said. So he said,
Yeah.
I should be his guardian, which
Yeah.
makes that, which is true, That's really, really truthful.
But legally, by what any rules there are in the clan, he's not.
no, he's
Yeah.
not, because you have to be actually owned to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. So did we miss the whole thing with the colt's foot and thornapple? That
Yeah,
scene did.
But
Yeah.
I was just
The
bring that
scene coming up
with
here
the
where
pipe.
Claire's trying to Alex breathe.
Oh,
Yeah.
I really liked that, because actually colt's foot and thornapple actually are good remedies.
Are they
for-
really?
You have
People
asthma.
have done their research.
I have asthma. No, I have asthma. So, yeah, I've got chronic bronchitis and asthma, and those things actually do work.
Was
But
that actually in the book? Was that in the book?
Yeah.
I think my problem is the show kind of overtakes the book in my mind, because the show is, for me, it's visceral, more visceral, I guess. I don't know.
I'm nearly positive that Diana did the research, and the herbal remedies that she talks about
Yeah.
are
They're
ones
real.
that they're real. Yeah.
Herbal
Yeah.
remedies you mentioned are real. Yes. She
Yeah.
did research. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I get you. I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was very interesting. That was very with that, and the brother Blackjack didn't want her to do that. He really raised concerns about that.
Right.
About that.
And then right the scene when he says Johnny, the brother Alex says Johnny, or something like that, and then he leads up to the favor he wants him to do, which is just so much more than someone like Blackjack could ever do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you know what? Blackjack is aware of it. I mean, Randall spends a lot of time trying to convince Claire to help convince Alex to not ask him to do this, because
Right.
and he says, do you really want someone like me around this poor innocent girl and a
that's
child?
a wonderful scene between the two of them in that tavern. That
Mhm.
was
Yeah.
excellent,
Yeah.
excellent. There's so
Well-
many things in that scene.
Yeah, and even though she basically knows he's not going to be around, but at least she'll, obtain his
Title, his rank, yeah, and the
Right.
benefits of that. The benefits of that.
his benefit. Yeah, right.
Yeah, to be married and a widow gives you nothing. But if you have a military officer who
Yeah.
has title back then, you get all those benefits.
It made
And I thought
perfect
it was
sense.
sweet that Martha offered to marry Mary.
Oh,
you know.
Murta,
Yeah.
She'll literally have a good name, a respected name. She'll
Mhm.
have
Yeah.
her son will have a title
Yeah.
and everything
Yes.
that and property, and she will receive the pension
Yes.
if as a widow, so
Yeah.
she'd be able to take care of them regardless.
Mhm.
right.
And so
But
I mean,
the,
it is a really smart move on Alex's.
It is. Alex
he's
is
trying to take care of his family.
Right. Well, he's a smart kid, He's
Yeah.
But the real in that tavern, the really foreboding question is, he said, "Do you really want her in my bed?"
But she knows he's going to die.
Yeah, he could be dead.
Yeah.
It won't matter.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
But that was a scary. That
And the
was
other thing
scary
is,
when he
and
said
for
that.
anybody that read the books,
It
know
gave me
that
the creeps. It gave me the creeps.
dick was- his dick was made ineffective by Jamie's sword thrust. The thing is,
Yeah.
he was no longer able to father children.
Well, there.
Mm.
Well, and I don't want to get into like some really dark stuff. Men or women, but let's go with men. Do not need that particular appendage to cause harm to a woman.
Oh, that's true. Too true. Yes.
So yeah, there's some horrific stories of other things being used. So
Right.
moving right along, though.
Claire does realize. She finally realizes what actually happened. The moment of realization, you can see it in her eyes when at that one scene where she realizes she's pregnant already with
Right.
Alex's
Yep.
child, and she's marrying Blackjack. And this is how I get discombobulated.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
Right.
Could have
Yeah.
killed Frank. Could have killed Blackjack Randall last
A long
season,
time
early in the
ago.
season. It would have been
Right.
fine.
One bit of difference, right?
Oh well.
Yeah.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda, Woulda,
And I
shoulda,
also want to point out Marta trying to say, "I'll marry the girl," and
Right,
save her.
right.
yeah.
That's so sweet.
coulda.
Yeah, that was sweet.
So sweet. He's so, and we love him even more in Blood of My Blood.
I know. What a good
Yes.
guy.
He,
Isn't
that,
he?
he is so good in that. Rory,
Oh my gosh, I know. I
oh,
don't
do
know.
we
Oh,
love this
yeah.
guy already? Oh yeah, He's so,
Hmm.
He may end up
Claire-
being the big heartthrob. Forget
Rory-
Jamie.
Rory-
Forget
Rory
Jeremy.
Rory
And
reminds
then
me of
Claire,
Rory
and then
reminds
Claire puts him down and goes, "You're not good enough." That's
Right.
so much what she said. You're just not good enough,
Yeah.
for her.
And
What
I
she'll
thought the
still be
actor,
serving
I
out
thought the
there.
actor that portrayed Alex did a great job too.
Yes.
I mean,
What's
Yes.
wonderful in that? Yes, like I said, all the male actors in this
yeah,
whole episode were exceptionally. Just all of them are main characters. Blackjack, showed a side, a kind of a humanity that we, of course, did not expect from him because
Right.
he even recognized he was a monster. He even called himself
Right.
a monster in a manner of speaking.
yeah,
But what kind of God? What kind of God? What kind of God? He says.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Colin,
Yeah,
Stop
moment
it
of
up.
recognition of your. I wish other people would have that moment of recognition.
And
But anyway,
you can
yeah.
see Tobias trying to be like, I'm holding back my anger and my upsetness to be the brother
Yes.
that my brother needs me to be right now. But you could see it in his face. Just
What
fantastic job.
great,
I know,
acting. What great acting. What
He is
amazing acting.
exceptional.
He is.
Yeah,
He's an amazing actor.
he is an amazing
He really is.
and that's part of the joy of this whole series, are all the amazing actors that they brought together, that they managed
Yes.
to bring
Yeah.
together.
Yes.
You have these it's like a symphony orchestra. It's like
Yeah.
anybody who loves symphony music, I do. You bring these different instruments in, and each actor is like an instrument. They each all have their different tone, and they add something to the symphony.
they all
Yeah.
sync
And,
together.
and Tobias does this one thing in that one scene where he's in the tavern, and I loved it because it's such a simple little silly thing. He closes one eye when he's talking to her. I don't know
Yeah.
how many
Yeah, he does.
of you have talked to a drunk. How many times even I have done closing one eye when I'm drunk to try to fix it.
Uh-oh. Oh my
Been
goodness.
there, been there, done that.
Now we're bearing our souls.
I'm having a thought, and it will come out of my brain eventually. Yes, it
That
will.
last brain cell that's still alive.
Hanging
So,
on for dear life.
So
He played a
now can we talk about when
He played a
did we
great.
talk about when Dougal comes back to Compton
Mhm.
and that's
Colin?
really important. That's great acting too, right there.
When Colin is dying, that scene with
Yeah.
Colin and
He's
Dougal
talking to him and he's dead.
and
Yeah.
waves, and there's a moment that I wrote down. I used to have the minute number when I realized that Colin was already dead and Dougal is just ranting and raving, and that even makes Dougal even angrier because his brother. I forget how he puts it. You
Yeah,
left-
how did he put that?
You
Even in
left-
death, you
I
He's
have-
like, now you don't speak. He's like, now
Yes.
Yeah.
stay
Sure,
quiet.
He's
I
all
lost-
upset that he doesn't have anything to say, but in
Yes.
all fairness, he did.
Mhm.
So he didn't have much to say at all anymore.
well, yeah.
Yeah, so he just got so much anger, and the thing that he's angry about, and this tickled me because this happened with a member of my family. I was the oldest sister, the oldest sibling, of course, so I was like second mom.
Right,
It's a
yeah.
rule. It's a rule in psychology. You're second mom no matter what, whether you want it or not. It's your job. And some people want it, some people don't. That's a whole different genre of psychology right there. So anyway, so I had this forced upon me that I was the queen or the whatever, and I was on a pedestal from my siblings. And my one younger sibling, Patricia, got so mad at me one day. I came home and I'd been out with one of my lovers, anyway, and she had phony nails at the time, and she attacked me, and all of her nails came off when she attacked me. She said,
Oh my God.
you always leave me for men. And it's like, wait a minute. I always leave for men?
Like
Yeah.
you weren't giving her all the attention.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Exactly. It's sibling shit. And
Yeah.
this is what, to me, Dougal was. He
Well-
didn't get the attention from his brother failed him by not healing properly. His
Yes.
brother failed him by being a failure, by being someone who was sickly. And Dougal hated the fact that his
Yeah.
older
Yeah.
sibling did not stand up and lead him on.
And
And
mentioned that he fell off the horse.
yes, and
Yeah.
I've been, and that's what my sister basically said is, you fell off the fucking horse. It's your fault.
Well, and that's a lot of pressure. He doesn't have any. He has no control over the fact that he is physically impaired. He doesn't have any control. Some of us were siblings who were like, I'm gonna go out and party, and if they're disappointed in me, that is just life, because I get to have a life and make some of my own decisions that don't have to do with everybody else's feelings about me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's where I was at. Yeah, that's where I was at. Yeah.
We think that when we're a teenager, it actually becomes true, I've learned, around age 50. So all you have to do is make it to 50, and then, yes, you are allowed to make a couple of decisions, and you don't care if people are pissed off because you already gave birth to them. They're already grown. Go take care of yourselves.
Yeah.
So that scene was flashback a little bit with Claire and with Colin, you know, when he's begging basically for death.
Yeah.
And so we know how Claire feels about life and preservation of life. And so she
Right.
does a little bit, you know, she has a bit of a battle there. Katrina Balfe does a really fine job because in a matter of seconds, emotions flash up on her face, you know, about struggle with, do I help a person have a right to die painlessly? Which I believe in. I believe in that.
No,
I think ultimately
Definitely.
he knows his own mind. He's not. He has no dementia. This hasn't affected his mind at all.
Oh,
He's
Yeah.
fully aware of himself, and she's seen the pain he has lived with.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the pain. That's
The
why
pain
he
doesn't
wants to
get better. It just
And
gets
she's like,
worse
it
over
comes
time.
down to the same thing as Alex, you know, like she knows she can't be cured, so why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
story.
and you can see that both of those actions are also Hail Mary passes, along with this action that they did not going out when everybody else pissed off on them. And actually, they should have gone ahead and fought. As far as I'm concerned, I think that had. Oh, I was going to ask Melissa, and she's not here. This is the question: did that
Melissa,
really?
we're very upset with you for not being here today.
No, Melissa, ask her. Did that really happen in history? Did that whole
She's
thing?
not on here today right now.
You mean when they were going to attack Cumberland's army? They were
And the
sneaking
prince and
and was
didn't show up. Did
the
that
day
really happen?
before Culloden.
Diana
Yes.
knows quite a bit about that, but yeah,
Well, we're not. Diana's not on the chat tonight, so I don't
she's
know.
right there.
That Diana.
I mean, you could probably Google it, and I wonder if it tells you, you know.
I said Diana, but I meant Diane. Sorry.
Well, if Melissa were here, she could Google it in instantaneously. She's always got Google at her fingertips. She's so hilarious. She's great.
Even if Diana Gabaldon took a little liberty on some of the historical behind the scenes stuff, I'm cool with it because because this isn't about it being historically accurate. It's about two folks trying to change history and change time. And so taking a little liberty there and showing that it really didn't make a difference, I'm cool with that.
No,
how Jamie was so wanted so much not to let Culloden happen.
Right.
And so by doing this, and if they didn't, then Culloden probably wouldn't have happened. Would it have? I don't know.
No.
No one can say for sure. But yeah.
They were going to flank the British army on both sides and then attack them and basically trap them. And we've seen that kind of battle work as reenactments on other shows that were inspired by battles where that worked. That's how they were defeated.
Right.
There's a battle in my head that is a War of the Roses battle, and I can't remember which one it was.
War of the Roses. I love the War of the Roses. Well, this is part of the War of the Roses. The Stuarts, are part of the War of the Roses.
This is true. Well, no. We're talking about 1500, 1400s.
Yeah. Married to this. Okay.
Those roses. Anyway, so, but there are multiple battles that I can think of where flanking or surrounding and catching unawares, even if it's a bigger army, if you get that head start, you take it down so it's nearly even.
The element of surprise.
Jamie thing about splitting up the because that's the old what they call the pincer move or the pincher move. Pincer.
There it is. Yeah.
And I think that comes actually from Roman battle plans from ancient. Because that's Well, we have the guerrilla style of the Celts because what's Boadicea or Boudica or however you want to say her name, and she was an incredible personage. And any of you guys know about Boudica?
I know Boudica,
I
yes.
do. I've read. Yes,
Queen
she
of
was
the
an
Ice.
amazing,
Mhm.
brave warrior.
She
She was
was
a
killed.
warrior woman.
She
Yeah,
lived to be 31 years old before they killed her. Yeah, and her
Yeah.
daughter was
yeah.
raped by the Romans.
Ancient British history.
No,
Yeah.
I love that
British-
show. I
But can we address that?
Oh,
Why
yes.
didn't they show up? Why didn't the
Yeah,
prince
this is what's
and
so
Lord George?
irritating. So
got lost.
they got lost. They got
got
lost. They
lost.
couldn't follow the freaking directions in the middle of the night.
Mhm.
I thought they didn't show up on purpose because I
No,
thought
they
they
got
wanted
lost.
Culloden to happen.
No,
That was my thinking, but
they
that's not true.
They
I'm
say
wrong.
they got lost and then
Got
decided to turn around, and half of them are scattered because they don't know where they're going.
Right.
So they
Oh.
literally they lost half of their folks
Right.
to even come
I,
the next day if they
I'm
happen to show up.
I'm with Jamie. They should have gone on to fight because it would have changed history no matter what. And the thing is, and as we
That's
all
cool.
know from science fiction, if you step on a butterfly off of the path when you go back in time to look at dinosaurs, you change all of history. Have you guys read that science fiction story?
Yes, and I've seen it done in about a million
I
different ways
love
too.
that. I love that story. I love that story, Katie.
I still, well, I have a different school of thought as far as that goes.
Really? Oh, well, when you're here, we'll talk about that, officer.
Sure.
Oh, here. So I found it. It says
Oh,
night attack at Nairn. It says on April 15th, the government army celebrated Cumberland's 25th birthday by issuing 2 imperial gallons of brandy to each regiment, hoping they would be less vigilant. As the result, the Jacobite leaders decided to conduct a night attack on the government encampment.
Mm-hmm.
Murray's instructions were for his troop to use only swords, dirks, and bayonets to overturn tents and subsequently to locate a swelling or bulge in the fallen tent. They are to strike and push vigorously.
Damn, so it did happen.
The plan drawn up by Murray called for simultaneous attacks on Cumberland's front and reared by his troops, and a second force under the Duke of Perth, supported by Lord John Drummond and Prince Charles. The Jacobite force did not begin its march until well after dark, partly to avoid being spotted by the ships of the Royal Navy in the Moray Firth. Mary led it across the country to avoid government outposts, but one participant, James Johnson, later wrote, "This march on a dark night was accompanied with confusion and disorder."
Obviously,
As a result, it was 1 hour before when Murray's leading elements reached Cullereck. I'm not sure how to say it. Still 2 miles from the intended crossing point over the River Nairn. After a heated debate, Murray concluded the attack should be aborted, but this message was not communicated to the 1,200 men under Perth.
Oh, God.
Murray led his detachment camp along the Inverness Road. Perth continued unaware of the change in plan. One account claims his troops made contact with government sentries before realizing their colleagues had turned around, although some historians suggest that the night attack might have remained viable if he continued. Most argue their numbers were too small to have any effect.
So part of it's not. That's incredibly interesting that there is a thread of truth in this whole thing.
Yes.
On Wikipedia on the Battle of Culloden.
Wikipedia.
I know. I give them money every year, by the way. I send them a couple bucks a year.
Yeah.
So that was Diana. That was accurate. That was in
I
there.
say she does a pretty good job.
What a research. She's great. Oh my God, her research is amazing, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. She never ceases to amaze me. Absolutely.
She's amazing.
So it did happen in a certain way.
And
it was aborted, and that was the end of that. Yeah.
Much for the hail.
Well, you guys all know my not just my theory, but the fact of the matter is that the Scottish rebels that came over after Culloden, who escaped over there and came here as indentured servants or just running away from it all, actually won the Revolutionary War for us. It was them that won the war, because even though they were only like 12% of the population at the time. 25% of the soldiers in the Revolutionary War were Scottish.
Yeah.
And that's why we won, because they knew how to fight the damn British. They'd fought and lost, and they knew what not to do.
I don't think they wanted it to happen again. They've already lost their land, their culture, their place, and they already trying to make a new place, and they're getting pushed out. So, they had a lot of, people who fight for their own land, for their own well-being. They're going to fight harder than people try to take it away from them.
And Jamie even says this, he'd rather have what was he says something like 10 exhausted Scotsmen for one. I forget how he puts it, and I didn't write that
But
one down.
yeah, the point stands.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, that's what made me sad when Colum and Dougal were talking about who was going to lead the clan, and I was thinking there isn't going to be a clan.
No,
Yeah.
That's
we know.
That made me so sad when we knew that, and poor Hamish wasn't going to be the head of any clan, and that was a really sad part.
And then no more tartans, no more. They couldn't even carry. I don't think they could carry a sword at all. A gun.
They couldn't even have their colors. Their tartans, as you said. Yeah.
No, I was the same place watching and going, well, there he is, the last Mackenzie Laird, and one of the last Lairds we'll ever see again.
Yeah. I like that scene when he first arrives, and was it Rupert says, "What's the Mackenzie doing here?" I love it. It's like the Mackenzie. Well, that means the Laird of the Mackenzies, of course, but
exactly.
Yep.
Well,
he is. He's the Mackenzie. He's the leader of the Mackenzie clan. He's the main dude. He's the dude.
I just saw the part where he punched, where Tobias punches when he died, and the look on just watching the look on Mary and Claire's face.
Why does he do this? Because he's angry with his brother for dying, or angry with his brother for making him marry?
Right before he does that, they show Tobias or Randall, and he's got this look on his face. They center on his face for a couple of seconds, like about 30 seconds. It looks like he's trying to hold something in.
What it is it says here, hold on a second.
It's almost like somebody has control over him and he doesn't like it.
It says,
he was told what to do.
Demons or something. I don't know what you want to call it, but that's. Yeah.
I still think it's because he's aware that his brother was the only light in his life.
Exactly.
And now that light is gone, he's not going to have any way or reason to control himself, except for, and I will say this because I was going to say something like this earlier. Men like Blackjack, the only place that they do any good other than prison is in the military. They need regiments. They need rules. They need everything to be strictly laid out. And then when they get a little power, that's when the badness happens.
Well, because they're sociopaths, basically. But but he can't handle the fact that the only person that loved him in his life for him has died and has made him do something he didn't want to do. And so he beats on his chest. The thing that killed his brother was his brother's chest, and he beats. I mean, he cracked those ribs up the way he was beating on him. If it were real, but his anger at not being in control of that.
His control and told him what to do, and his
Yeah. Oh, the look on his face. I just watched it. I'm watching it. And for about a couple of seconds, the control, the anger, how he was trying to acting. It was great.
He was wonderful.
And if you ever have a chance, remember to look at Claire and Mary, the looks on their faces. Oh my God. I never noticed it before,
They're sheltering each
other.
You're
looking at him, punching him, and they're just horrified,
Yeah, you think you were scared by the Duke of Sandringham and that bunch. Yeah.
No, this man is really scary. I mean, the only other
here.
Hi, Melissa. Did she answer our question? No, we already
answered. Says it was incompetence on the part of the prince and the quartermaster.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
it was.
makes complete sense. Yeah.
No,
was that what it was? The incompetence. Okay, they got lost. You said it wasn't that they did not appear on purpose. They really did get lost.
Yeah, they got lost. They're
because they're incompetent. They got lost because they're incompetent. Number one.
Okay, so yeah.
Stop coughing, Katie. You're supposed to be well.
No, I'm working on it. I really am. I'm coughing a lot less. I'm trying not to interrupt us.
Yeah.
Cool.
I just run out of breath really easy right now. Still, it's annoying.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah. My son-in-law, he had the flu and he was so sick. He's still coughing. It's been 3 weeks almost before Christmas, and he's still.
I've had
He's tired. He's tired. Yes. Yeah. Go ahead, Cynthia.
I've had some friends say they're wondering if they haven't had long COVID because they didn't
That's
do
what
the
my
test.
mom said. She goes, maybe we got long COVID, and
That's right.
because I
That's your
have
one.
4
Yeah.
immunizations, I get 4 vaccinations, and
Well,
I never caught it at
tested
all. I had
positive for the flu.
Yeah,
He knew he had the
I've
flu.
never had COVID. Knock wood.
But
Yeah,
the flu,
they said that
just
this
lingers.
strain, though, this strain is like
Yes,
the worst
it
strain.
lingers.
it's
Well,
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the most virulent things on the face of the earth are viruses, obviously.
Mhm.
Virulent viruses, duh.
Mhm.
Well, I'd like it to
Yeah.
cut it out. I'm done. I'd like to
Yeah.
start taking my walks again. I keep going, I'm going to go try to do some walking. I'm like, I can't even walk out to the Jeep and back without going,
I have
Really? Oh my
I have
God.
I have inhalers, I have nebulizers, I have all that asthma shit.
Mhm.
You guys have, do you have a humidifier in your house, Katie?
got a humidifier going
Oh, okay.
in the evenings.
Because I know
No,
it's
you know
so
what?
dry
My biggest
here.
problem right now, well, you know what? I'm going to be babbling about this. We should wrap up our chat here,
Oh,
and then
let's do
if
that
you want to
first.
talk, we'll talk.
Okay.
No,
But
this,
you know,
this was an excellent episode. I didn't cry in this episode. Probably should have, but I didn't. But
Yeah.
but just so many little points of light. Like to begin with, Fergus with his little sassy talk while he's dying on the back of the horse there,
right.
and all through, and then of course we call him coming to do his death scene, his dying swan routine or whatever you want to call it, and involving Claire and Jamie and all of this stuff coming together. And I think about Dougal because I'm thinking what's coming up next for Dougal.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
say all of this stuff, Dougal is not going to be a happy camper when he, does what happens.
Well, no, because he saw the vial in the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Melissa, real
And-
quick, you're asking what was the question? We were just asking if the
Actually happened.
attempted attack the night
Yeah.
before Culloden
On
actually
Mayor.
did
Cumberland's
happen.
birthday.
But and then Kathy pretended
Kathy
she was
answered it.
Melissa for the day and did the hard research and made
Stand
sure that
in,
we
Melissa,
understood that
Kathy.
it is something that did kind of happen. It just
Did
didn't
kinda-
go well.
no.
So,
So the research
we're
the
good.
research was excellent, and I appreciate research all around.
yes,
One of the things I love to do is research. I do
do
love
your
it.
research. And very
You
important.
like to know what's going on. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And can I indulge you in two little funny things that
Yeah.
happened this and it's related to Outlander. I'm not talking
Sure,
Okay.
sure, sure.
We don't
the
care.
first thing I saw was funny thing with Cree, who's
Stephen Cree, yeah.
Stephen Cree, and he plays. Oh my God, my mind's a blank.
Ian
Ian Murray.
plays Ian.
He plays
Yeah.
Ian.
And with the leg, and it showed him with the green sock on.
I
Yes.
know. I
Legs
showed those
pulled back.
pictures on one of my videos this week.
That,
He posted that. Katie
Last
was
week.
reposting.
oh, maybe I saw it on yours, Katie.
well,
but
It's possible.
And then I saw this thing that I didn't remember about Outlander, and I just didn't remember it. I thought I knew everything. I watched it a couple Outlander.
What?
It was Claire showing Jamie his sperm under the microscope.
Oh yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
You remember that part?
We love
Forgot
that.
that. We thought it was bacteria or germs or
it's
Right,
something.
right.
Germs, yeah.
He calls them wee beasties or something like
Yeah,
that.
he says we beasties. That's exactly what I believe he
Oh,
calls
that-
them.
So you guys do remember that? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe I was doing something really cool telling you about Jamie's sperm, but I guess you knew about it.
Well, they're
No,
very
you know what though? It's one of those endearing reasons that we adore him,
Mhm.
because
yeah.
not only does he believe her that this exists, but he's interested enough to look and go, oh,
Yeah.
they,
Yeah.
marvelous. You know, what an
Yeah,
interesting
Claire
thing. I did
pointed
not
out the
know.
little. Claire pointed out the little tails that
little
they
tails.
have. She said,
Little-
"That's how you can tell it's not bacteria or virus. It has little tails." I just loved it. And then what do they
Mhm.
do after they have their little conversation? Then they kiss. I
Uh-huh.
love it
It's
every
just
time.
sweet, yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just wanted to.
No, don't
mention
be
it
sorry. You're
because-
good. That's
Yeah.
all good
Okay.
stuff, Diane.
Yeah,
I
'cause I
do
know
want
you
to
want to
comment.
go.
I do want to comment. There's one little tiny scene, one little tiny moment, because the one thing about I think that we all love about the Jamie and Claire thing is the constant recognition of the love between two human beings. And even though this episode does not have any of that sexuality or even sensuality, there is a tiny little moment
Yeah.
you know, where he does his little signature touch on the face kind of thingy,
Yeah,
and
towards the end there.
the tenderness, the moment of just it's like, yeah, I'm there for you, I'm here for you, you're mine, I'm yours, kind of a thing.
And
And
I
remind me
it,
not
trust
to be on your
you
bad
and I
side, because
believe in you.
Right.
Trust you. Not only I love you, I trust you, I believe
yeah,
in you. All those
I'm a
little
little
things.
scared
And
of
they
you.
always
you're my
and I just
heart, my
I can watch them kiss 20 million, and I know
oh,
they kiss many men, and I just love to see them kiss after they have these little conversations
oh
and they
yeah.
kiss. Oh, I just love it.
It's the tiniest little, most tender of kisses, just a light touch on the lips. It's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah,
oh
I
damn,
love it. Yeah,
you guys
yeah,
know that right?
yeah. I mean, what are you going to do after you're talking about sperm? You're going to kiss. You
Oh
know, what else are you going to
Sure.
do?
That's what I
or
do. I mean,
or maybe one other thing, maybe, but
oh,
Oh, God.
lordy, lordy.
oh,
What about you, Kathy? Did you enjoy this episode? Any fun things you want to pick at
Yeah,
real quick?
no, it was
hated
'cause
it.
you kind of know it's coming, it was
Wow.
still like the build up to, it's very emotional.
Oh yeah.
With a lot of different things that happened. I mean, it was sad that Alex died.
Yeah.
My gosh, yeah. But emotional, even though, we kind of love to hate Column, but like Blackjack Randall, not as bad, but still sad,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, that he had to pass away.
And
But
he had a little moment of redemption there at the
That,
end when
yeah,
he
that was one
recognized.
of my favorite scenes between Claire and Colin.
Really,
I just
that one.
they
yeah,
bared he bared his soul to her,
yeah.
and he really and it goes to show you how much he admired her. You
Yeah.
know, after all that was said and done, he really learned to admire her, and I
Well,
loved what he said about her marriage. You know, he was happy that
Right.
he
they had a
did.
good
She
marriage.
really did help. She really did help Column in the beginning, because when the other, well, who was the guy who was the medical guy
The beaten.
left,
Yeah, beaten.
yeah,
Beaten.
the beaten guy, and she was able to massage him and really,
Oh yeah.
with him.
Mhm.
Try to do a
Yeah,
whole-
always there for him. She always helped him.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's why he kept her.
Right.
Yeah.
The thing is, Claire was a healer first and foremost. That was her end all be all. That was her
Mhm.
yay. This is who she was, and this is a thing that comes out all throughout the entire story in Outlander.
And is that? Yeah. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't
No,
mean to
I'm done.
interrupt
You can take it.
I had a question and I don't want to forget it.
Go.
Does Yellow Jasmine really put you to
Yeah,
sleep like that?
It's
That's
poisonous.
true?
It's poisonous. It's poisonous.
Oh, okay.
Jasmine,
Okay.
jasmine is poisonous. Did you ever read a book called White Jasmine?
No.
Oh, it's a good book.
Interesting.
It's a little
What's a
murder.
murder? Is it a murder mystery or
Yeah, it's a
something?
murder story. It's a true story. It's a true story.
Interesting.
I think
Oh,
I've heard.
Story.
I
It's
think
a woman.
I've heard of it.
They made a movie out of it. A woman had killed her husband with white jasmine. I used to have a white jasmine out in my yard in Nevada, and I love the smell of white jasmine. It's very, very heady. Jackie would know what I'm talking about. But
But Yellow Jasmine will kill you. Yellow
the thing is I've never actually. I used to work in a nursery. I have never heard of yellow jasmine until Outlander. There may be a thing. I have not Googled it. I would probably Google that if I were that curious.
Kathy's
But I
gonna do that now.
I'm gonna
Thank
do
Yeah.
it right
The
now.
thing is that I do know that jasmine is
I'm on
poison.
it.
And this
Kathy's on it.
this leads to something else. I wrote an ending for Outlander in
Oh,
my mind. In my mind,
wait, for
Claire,
like the finale or?
the finale, Claire is
Well,
working
please don't tell me they're going to take Yellow Jasmine.
strange
and
new
that's how it
illness.
ends. Please
Strange
don't tell me that.
No, Claire's working with a strange new illness that she does not recognize, she doesn't know how to control. And basically it's like COVID in 1700 and something.
Don't
And
do that to us,
she has
man.
no resistance to it. So she gets it and she starts to die. And Jamie knows that yellow jasmine is a poison and he's not going to let her die alone. So Jamie, as she's dying, takes the yellow jasmine, lies down next to her, and dies with her. That's my ending for Outlander.
You're gonna Romeo and Juliet them?
Yeah, I was gonna say Romeo and Juliet.
And
Right?
all the way, Romeo and Juliet. Yay, Shakespeare.
Oh
A
dear.
Shakespeare ending.
No, I think it'd be perfect because Jamie has always said he will never live without her. And so he makes the choice as she's dying to die with her. Now that to me is a beautiful ending for the Jamie and Claire story. It's sad, but beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
Katie hates it.
I hate it. Yes, obviously, but that's okay.
I want them
Yeah.
to live.
Katie, they
know
can't live
that-
forever. They
Oh
can't
yes,
live.
they
Right.
can. I like sci-fi. I'll find a way.
Unless she miraculously recovers.
I
So
just
it
want
says here that all parts of this plant contain the toxic um, steichionine and related alkaloids, jessamine.
yeah.
Jessamine should not be consumed. The sap may cause skin irritation in sensitive individuals. It says children mistaking this flower for honeysuckle have been poisoned by sucking the nectar from the flower. It also says here, which is interesting, maybe we're alluding to your ending here, Cynthia. It says the nectar is also toxic to honeybees,
Yeah.
which may cause broad death when gathered by the bees. The nectar may, however, be beneficial to bumblebees, but it has been shown that the bumblebees fed on this jessamine have a reduced load of Corythida bombi in their
wow.
fecal matter after 7 days, although this difference is not significant after 10 days. Reduced parasite load increases foraging efficiency, and pollinators may sensitive collect otherwise toxic
Okay.
secondary.
Time out, Kathy.
Kathy,
What,
I think we're
Self-medic-
past our question of is it?
what other podcast on YouTube talks about bumblebee fecal matter? I just want to point this out. The highest of the high, folks.
Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
so it's interesting.
It is fascinating.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness
knows?
gracious.
If you took enough of it, it could probably
Lenny.
kill you, but
I always thought bumblebees shit honey.
it's
They throw
interesting
up, honey.
because we know how much Claire talks to the bees and coming up in final.
Hey,
Did you say something about honeysuckle? It has something to do with honeysuckle?
Yeah,
If you're
it's-
mistaken for honeysuckle.
honeysuckle like
I
the
was
flower, like
mistaken.
honeysuckle flowers. Yeah,
By those dumb kids, I'll tell you what.
yeah.
Mhm.
Are we done?
Yeah.
I think we're about done. I think we are about done because I need to actually take my inhaler. So I'm going to cut it short. And
My dog.
we're gonna stop it.
I'm done. My dog is in the trash, so I have
Vomit.
to. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Diane, go get your dog. Thank you, all of you ladies, for joining
Eating
us
the
again.
trash, or did you throw him in the trash?
No, he's in the trash bag right now. I'm watching him. I don't know what. I'm gonna have to run over there, but
Yeah.
it was good.
Dog.
It was good talking to everybody. I
Yeah, good
enjoyed
talking
it
to
very
you.
much.
Thank
Love you
you,
guys.
Diane.
Love
Love
you.
you guys too. Take care.
This was
Night.
fun.
Oh,
Oh,
We almost
no.
stayed on topic like 90, 80.
We
what?
did good, I think.
Yeah, I think we did
went
good.
off topic, was off topic about the topic, so I think we did okay.
yeah, I think we did.
Yes.
Some
Yeah.
kind of some tangents. That's okay. Some
All right.
tangents. That's okay.
I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, bye,
Okay.
Kathy. Love
Take
you
care,
so much.
everybody.
See you guys
Bye.
later. I
Love
had
you.
something I was gonna say, and I can't remember what it was. So I'm just gonna hang up, and if you want to stick around for a
Whatever.
second, Cynthia, I don't remember what I was
I'm
gonna
here.
say
I'll
to you.
say. Just
But
think.
I do want to say again, thank you to everybody. We got Jackie, we got Melissa, we got Nancy, and I know I saw Sunny earlier. So thank you everybody for coming by and having a little activity on the side for me to peek at. Next week we'll be doing our final episode of season 2, and then we're going to take a break until season 8 comes out. So
Yeah.
I need to go take my inhaler before I forget how to breathe. So I'm going to see you guys all tomorrow for a live tomorrow.
You can
and
always
I'm
email
signing
me,
off.
girl.